Do this. Let me turn my music off. Actually, there's no point in turning off the music.
Are you live streaming this or?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Alright. I'm in a group with Cuddly if you want to join me. Otherwise, just give us the link to the server.
Yeah, I'll just give you the link.
Okay. Actually, I found a really good server if you want to try and join it. There's like no ping at all.
Yeah, but what is
Bro, watch me have like 500 ping.
Well,
it? What game mode?
It's just Conquest normal.
What
All
map?
map types. All maps.
What map's it on right now?
Let me find it. Right now it's on Hangar 21, so I guess the newest one.
Yeah, don't like that map.
Wait,
Like 90% of the Battlefield 4 maps I don't like. They all suck.
Okay.
They all do.
They're all,
really
you know what it is? The design of it is literally purely infantry and tank based. That's all it is. You can't have any helicopters, you can't have any jets, so it's just fucking garbage.
That's true. And
It's just infantry. It's like, it's trying to go for a Call of Duty approach, and it's like, why? You're freaking Battlefield. And if you notice, the second assault maps are doing well, because it's freaking, those are the actual good maps.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find a server for us. Like, I don't know. Battlefield 4...
There's only like 2 maps I like.
Which ones are they? The Silk Road is a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, that was
I
the
do
one.
like that one.
I like Silk Road, and then I like let's see. Well, what's the name of that? I like Siege of Shanghai actually.
Yeah, that one's good because I went through it on the live stream and I explained why certain maps were good and some were bad. If you notice, from Battlefield 2, the reason Battlefield 2 was so good, number one, and in no particular order, is that the helicopters, they maneuvered like fucking amazing. There was like, you could do some crazy ass shit with the helicopter maneuverabilities, okay? So like Battlefield 4, it's just a fucking cow. You're flying a cow. It doesn't even work. But the other thing is, the map design, they had height, okay? Like they had, if you think about it, if there were mountains, you could go on top of that mountain and there were buildings on top of there and you could fight on that. Remember Bad Company 2, Port Valdez? Remember that snow map where like you go from objective to objective? And then on the last objective, it was like on top of a mountain and there were buildings there and you had to fight up there. But the point is that it was like, there was height. There was sea level and then there was like high up level, okay? And there, you see that in Battlefield 2. And the thing with Siege of Shanghai, there's height. There's buildings there. So there's height and there's things for the helicopter to hide behind. So if you think of it, like in a dogfight, you're one-on-one heat seeker against heat seeker, right? A noob's going to focus on heat seekers all day. He's just going to sit there stationary. 90% of the time in Battlefield 4, he's going to win because he's just fucking, if he locks on first, he'll win. It's all about locking on. It's bullshit. There's no skill involved. An addicting factor to a game is skill, right? So the next thing that has to come in is if you're in a dogfight, who's the better pilot on maneuvering the plane or the helicopter, right? So think about it. If they allow you to be able to maneuver your helicopter like you could in Battlefield 2, you could do some crazy ass fucking stunts in the air and dodge the shit out of that guy who's trying to use his heat seekers on you. You know what I mean? But in Battlefield 4, it's a cow, so you're already stationary. You can't do much. The other thing is, well, maybe you could work with being a cow and you need to use your environment, right? So you'd maneuver, hide behind the building as he's shooting his rockets, and then you come out and shoot your rockets on him. So you get like some advantage, like use cover with the helicopter. You can't do that in Battlefield 4 because all the maps are like just sea level. They're on the ground. There's nothing to hide behind. You know what I mean? There's no heights. And that's why like Gulf of Oman, why does Gulf of Oman do well? There's 2 buildings. There's like actually 3 buildings or whatnot with height that you can fight on the top and you can also hide behind. If you notice, snipers always love the highest ground to go on, and you always see it happening where planes and helicopters will use that as cover. And like, I just don't get it with these guys building maps that are just like pure level for infantry. It's like, it's fucking Battlefield, not Call of Duty. So that's why a lot of these maps suck. And Silk Road is good just because of the size of it and how open it is, and there is height. If you notice, Silk Road has hills. Notice how you can fight on the top of the hill and on the bottom? That's literally the thing. That's what it is. It's height. You need height. You can't just build one level map. Like there's, you know, Dragon Pass with those mountains, like those hilltops. The thing with Dragon Pass, it's decent, but it's not amazing because it's mainly a tank battle. Because there's no, like, you see the hills, you see snipers going on top of there, but there's no real objective on the top of those hills. If they made it as an objective on top of those hills, it'd be good. So what about Altai Range? Remember that? Like, it's one big hill in the middle. And the problem with that is that it's just one big hill in the middle. That's the problem. It's not like different levels around. You get what I mean? So it's just, I just feel like whoever designed the maps for Battlefield 4 did not know what they were doing. They built it infantry based. They didn't build it with the thought process of it being.
They built it for Levolution. That's really what they did. And
Yeah, I mean, you could have there's nothing wrong with Levolution. It's just fucking. Don't focus on that. Focus on a playable map and then put a Levolution in. And for fuck's sakes, most of these Battlefield 4 maps don't have any Levolution in them. It's just fucking, hey, let's go activate a bomb that'll explode. You know what I mean? Like, let's press this button, boom, we get a big explosion. So they didn't even do that most of the time. They didn't even implement Levolution. They just said, okay, whatever.
Hey, something changed. All right, great.
Yeah, they didn't really think it through. And then, you know that map, that Battlefield 4 map, what is it, Flood Zone? That map could have been good if half of the map didn't get flooded. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? That map could have had some nice height and some nice floor and everything, but then they had to flood it, and then it just, there goes that map. Oh, man. Alright, so let's, there's my rant about that. It's the map design and the maneuverability of the helicopters, I think. That's the problem with it. You can, if you nail both of those, you basically make a great game. Even look at Bad Company 2, look at the design of that map, right? You had hills, you had mountaintops, you had things to go behind. No matter what, there was things to hide behind. They don't have that here. They're all just like one level and that's it.
How's your pubes?
Pretty good, you know. Pretty good, they're growing.
Nice.
They're growing.
Nice.
So,
I'm not even.
we're gonna go into. I'm gonna try. I feel like they focus too much on the naval aspect of the game. Oh man, one of you is gonna be in queue. Maybe both of you. I'm not even sure.
If you link it in TeamSpeak, it's gonna be me, cause yeah, it's gonna take a while for me, cause I need to copy it and then paste it and then join.
It's gonna be fast for me because I got SSD.
Oh, I'm in queue, motherfucker.
I'm joining. Oh no, man. I can't believe I ever played Battlefield on a laptop. Oh my god.
So Percy's 1977 says he still likes Operation Metro and Operation Locker. Here's the thing, I didn't say all infantry maps are bad, but if you make 90% of the maps infantry maps, you're not doing it right. Operation Metro and Operation Locker, yeah, they're good. They focus on infantry only. There's no tanks, it's purely infantry. All these other maps, it's like tanks with a little bit of helicopters and maybe jets as well. But it's crap. The maps are crap because the infantry gets screwed over by the tanks big time, okay? The helicopters are really the only threat to the tanks, but they're fucking flying goats, you know what I mean? Like, you can't do anything with the helicopters, so they're no threat to the tanks. And then the map, because the helicopters can't maneuver for shit, and they have nothing to hide behind for cover. And then it's just, I feel like Operation Metro and Operation Locker are good maps. Keep them. I'm not saying take those out. I'm saying change all the other maps. Fix those up. The ones with the helicopters, the one with the jets, the one with the frickin' tanks and anti-air. Those maps need to be fixed. They need to have some height in them, some level in them, so that helicopters have some way of hiding, and jets as well. Like, you need to be able to maneuver. That's what makes a good player from a bad player. Plus, think about it. Wouldn't you want to see more height in maps on infantry base, like an objective on top of a different height level? And I'm not saying make it like a mountain, make it like a hilltop. That's like nothing to get behind. Even a hilltop is more than enough. Look at Silk Road. That's a good map with just little hilltops. I think they need to do that.
Stingers.
Like, dude, okay, look. The whole time, Battlefield 4 has been focusing on we need to balance stingers, we need to balance anti-air, right? Mobile anti-air. You don't need to do any of that. You really don't. Like, they're already balanced as much as you could do it right now. They're fine. How do you make it so that it's still overpowered in a sense? And the reason is the maps fucking suck. There's nothing to hide behind. If I'm getting locked on, I'm gonna be like, remember Battlefield 3 maps? We could get away from it. Like what? Here, let me just go here. I forgot the name of the map. No. Let me just go to Battlefield 3 real quick. I'm gonna pull it up and I'll tell you what map, which was really fucking good. They should have put this in Battlefield 4, but they didn't.
You know, I think the Rising China map was actually pretty good for helicopters.
No. It was too condensed and there was too much out of bounds stuff. Okay, let me see here.
You stopped playing Cudley?
Karg Island. Remember Karg Island? Remember Karg Island?
Oh, yeah.
Karg Island had a mountain on the fucking left. Remember Karg Island? Everybody knows what Karg Island looked like. Karg Island is probably what... Look, it's even played here. Karg Island had a mountain on the left. It had hilltops, dude. You remember that. There was height. Why is Karg Island so good? There was fucking height. There was a fucking objective on top, beside, like on the low side of the mountain, and there were objectives all around. And on top of that, there were buildings too, right? There were buildings throughout. They were like mediocre buildings, like factory buildings, right? But when you were getting locked onto as a helicopter, what did you do? You fucking went low to the ground and you started maneuvering between those buildings, or you went behind the mountain. Am I right? With the heat seekers and the stingers when they locked onto you, that's what you did with the helicopter. And everybody fucking loved that map. Everybody loves Karg Island. They should have put that map. See, even Red Police says Karg Island is a good map. If you get, and what's so good about it? It's like I said, the heights. You need to have the heights. You need to have the mountaintop where you can build stuff around there. Don't put it on the very top of the mountain. Build it like Karg Island. It was like a little bit of a hill at the bottom of the mountain, and you built something there. And then there were heights and different bumps around the mountain so helicopters could hide behind it. Even freaking jets were using it to maneuver. Remember, you'd go on the outer skirts of the mountain and hide down low under it and come back up? Everybody was using it because that's a skill factor to the game. That's what makes you addicted to the game. The first thing anybody ever does when they get into a game is get shit thrown all over their face because somebody who knows how to play the game can wreck you. Battlefield 4 doesn't have that. A noob who's only played to get to level 3 can probably wreck a guy who's at level 10 easily because there's no skill factor involved. It's just, let me lock onto you with a heat seeker, bam, I win. And matter of fact, they even implemented more heat-seeking weapons. It's like, what skill is involved in that? And the only way you can counter that is build better fucking maps where people can maneuver through them like you could in Karg Island or Battlefield 2 maps. That's like my best explanation.
Wait, are you guys not playing Battlefield?
Oh, you're on the other team. Damn.
I'm connecting right now.
Oh, why? We're on the same team. Join my squad. It's Charlie.
I need to switch teams. They won't let me switch teams. What the fuck?
I should probably make a video commentary about this.
Are you streaming right now?
Oh, I've been streaming.
Oh.
Like, okay, look, we can already tell. Here, I should start recording. So, okay, look, you can already tell what's wrong with this map. First of all, this is like, look at this. It's just, it's ocean. First of all, it's sea level. Okay, you got nothing but sea level. Okay, so I'm gonna get in here.
Wasn't that the point, though?
Yes, but you could make it even better than that. You could make a map good even with sea level. You could. You just need to think it straight. You don't need to do it as nothing but islands like this. Like there's purely just islands. Hold on, I gotta turn off the music. Like, what's the point of this island? Tell me, what's the point of this island? Nobody is gonna ever use this island. Nobody. Think about this. Who's gonna use this island? There's no point in 7 hells for this island. There's literally no point. You could have done something with this if you actually made it connect between the two to that land. You could make it connect, and make this like a high point, like a mountaintop point, so now snipers can be up here or something. Probably have some factory building around here and connect it to that island too, which is, I believe, the A site.